Aloha mai kākou. My name is Twinkle Alohalani Borge, leader of Pu'uhonua or Wai'anae. There has been some false statement that I wanted to address that has been said about the village here. First of all, no one from our village had moved onto the property. You know, if you do your homework, go and make contact with that person, or reach out to the realtors there. We do not own the land or anything yet, so I would never do something like that. That would be just totally off for me to do something like that. If you feel that they are still a burden and whatnot, go ahead and call the cops. You know, go ahead and call 911 and get them out of there. That's trespassing, you guys. I understand that there is people around in the neighborhood that does not want us there, you know, and of course, I'm just like you. We become scared of what we don't know. Pu'uhonua has been my life here since 2003. The only place I knew that I could call home. Yeah. We try to do something here so unbelievable, and just to try to put a roof not only over people's head but our kids, to secure them. I've been hearing all week long, what about my kids? What can happen to my kids? Kind of made me feel like, what's wrong with my kids? You know, the one thing I teach to my kids that I've learned as a little girl, love one another, help each other. You know, and that is what I still go by here. While everything is going through, you know, and coming to the part of signing papers, I hope and pray that we still could become good neighbors. You know, I hope and pray that we can still sit down and talk. See how I too can help you guys. Just looking for a little bit of understanding. This whole week has been like just pure hell for me. You know, as I watch my kids run in this place and I watch them come home from school, they're not knowing how others think. Have we lost and got disconnected that far to aloha? You know, of being aloha and showing aloha. The one thing I always teach my kids here is to keep your head up high. You know, and we'll be okay. You know, one thing I always believe, in everything and anything we do, relationship is very important. You know, I want to be able that when we do events, you guys come in and come and join with us. You know, we're a community, we're people. We're not herds, we're not animals. We are people, just like you. And trust me, I do understand. The day I would have to leave here, that would crush my whole life. I mean, for me, I found my sanity here. I just hope one day that we are able to sit down, talk, laugh, enjoy each other's company. I mean, even like when we have movie night, trust and believe me, I will still send flyers in your guys' areas to invite you guys to come, see, enjoy, feel, communicate with our people. You know, we no different from anybody else, just made wrong choices that we trying to help today. So we wanted to be different from others. Instead of hearing it from the neighborhood board, we wanted to reach out to you guys. And what we did was we did a map on the area, and we felt that whoever was closest to that property, that we go ahead and we go and speak to. Not everybody in Waiʻanae Valley or even in a homestead got flyers from us. If that's what you guys wanted us to do, I have no problem still doing it. But we wanted to make that a little bit more extra special, like what would be your concerns? I understand no other neighborhoods is perfect. No neighborhood is perfect, you know. I mean, I've never shared that my village was perfect, because our village is not. We have flaws too that we've been working on, you know. But having to meet with you guys on the 2nd and having this meeting at the Waiʻanae Boat Harbor, oh, it kind of dampened my spirit, you know, because instead of talking with, we were talking at. And it should have never went that way, we talking at. To me, a relationship needs to be built. I was kind of hoping that on the 2nd that we actually would sit down and speak to each other like adults. that they would understand and let us listen to what you fear. Maybe come down here a little, come and meet the people. I always have an open door policy. I kind of got offended, and I had my families from all over in the Waiʻanae Valley area when they would have to come home and leave every day, and they see that sign up, shanty town. Who does that? I was always taught malama kekahi to take care of each other. Where have we went wrong? Where have that ever went? I've heard that some of them are scared to talk because of retaliation. One thing about Pu'uhonua or Waiʻanae, we do not retaliate. We take it in. I don't know why they would say that. That is kind of, like I said, I'm going to take them right back to the beginning. They fear what they don't know because they are afraid to build that relationship. We would never retaliate. That's not how we are. I mean, we're already still fighting today the stigma and the accusations and everything that has been said about Pu'uhonua or Waiʻanae. And we still got to prove ourselves today. Why? Why do we need to prove ourselves? Because, again, of what people fear and what they don't know. We just like you, we humans too, that has a heart. I hope one day soon that we will be able to sit down and talk, and just talk, not out of anger. Because me, when I share from a na'au. I share what sits on me. My whole thing, even with the village, and I tell them, when you go out and you hear somebody talk about us, Kapu Aloha, always show the love. Love got to prevail, because love prevails in everything, and love will bring down, for me, everything. Even with the stare down, the look down, and being talked about, not easy. I'm a person who lives here 24/7. Anybody who needs help, anybody who needs a home, even when losing everything, I will help you, no matter what. Who knows, I might have some of your families with me, Of all the years I've been here, maybe help 200 to 300 get into a home, sober. Help them get the income that they need to get them to the next step in life. But holding Kapu Aloha isn't easy, especially when you gotta deal with the hatred around the stereotyping. Like all over again, we gotta prove ourselves. I'm sorry, guys. Everybody that mainly lives here is from here. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with helping the next person? They could be your family, They need one home too. All my life it was a struggle. Sometimes we had to fight for get what we needed. Not saying that my family couldn't provide for me, but they could. But I was that different one out of all of us. I was the one who went out on the streets, where I found love. And if I could give back the love to everybody, maybe this world would be a better place. I've watched people drop off their own parents here and never come back to see them. Or just come every beginning of the month knowing that he has income and try to take everything from him. They never ever think about, I wonder if this, whatever he do have left, will last him for the rest of the month. No, it doesn't. So, our kupunas here, we'll make sure they eat, and if we have to shower them, we will do that. I just don't understand how the world is today. Still, I tell all people Kapu Aloha. It's been a stressful week, guys. I tell you that. It's been a stressful week. To actually realize, get ugly people that they do exist out there, and they actually can be alright. That's one thing I would never show or teach my kids, how to be like that, but to be better. And to say it's okay and walk away and keep your head up high. Me as a leader here, it's hard. I watch their pain. I watch what they go through. And I took it upon myself to help. Five years from now, I hope everything that was said, we break through that. To other kids can come in, because there will be one playground there. Families would be able to come in and use them also, as long as they follow and respect the rules that we do have in place. I sure hope it'll feel like home. I sure hope it'll grow in a healthy way, in an organic way, in the way of aloha. Aloha got so lost from our states years ago. But I tell you what, you find that here in our village every day. So I hope 5 years from now that I actually can sit on my porch and sit with my neighbors and say, wow, what a crazy ride. Because it is a crazy ride when it comes to love, We will still have our donation tent, food pantry, even for the community. If they're going to need help, we're there to help also. We're not there to not help. We've been helping. So I hope that they realize that we actually can be an asset for them, And even if people in their areas need help and we have the agencies there, come and get help. That's what we're here for. So I hope to do our first Christmas with them, And I'm hoping, because I know we can do them, in sending out the list like I would do for the kids. Here, what is your Christmas list? And hoping to fulfill it, because I know we can. And to bring them in to have Christmas with us. And hopefully that on that night we can put up on big screen and just play Christmas movies all day. You come, you bring your hali, you lie down, you bring your chairs, just relax, enjoy, and eat that popcorn and whatever. And you're ready for go home. You need to come back. So I'm hoping to do that with them. And I'm hoping also continue to do our back to school drive with them alongside. We prepare the bags together. We prepare handing them out together. We'll mean more, The kuleana will be there. But until we get there, they will learn. They're going to understand. Yeah. Whether they live in our village or not. Even like I was sharing with the posters here, each one of them, seniors, each one of them, I purchased the banner with my own money from my own pocket to just wish them a bon voyage, congratulations, prosperity in your new chapter in your life, and just to be that kind of blessing to them, not just the ones in the village. I'm waiting for my next valedictorian, and that was a surprise for me to have a summa cum laude graduate among my kids. Like all this time she was playing me the Lolo one. And she was the one that she would have all kind of tricks in her bags. And she was my jokester. But it was a surprise for me to watch her that day when she graduated. And when they said her name, summa cum laude, and I was in the crowd going, what the hell? And I looked at her, I said, oh, you one smart one, huh? The one thing I like to say, we do have people in our village that does not read, that does not know how to read or write. Here, I push our kids who goes to school to stay with them at least an hour a day to teach them how to write and how to read. I have one resident here, he told me he finally passed his first kindergarten book. How amazing is that? Giving somebody who can identify to their letters, and take those letters and turn it into words. So here, we don't only deal with addicts, we deal with those that cannot read, cannot write. I deal with couple mental illness, see how we can help them. If we get the strengths in that area to help them. Even those who need help in getting into one home, we'll continue to help. Even in that area, if they need help in that area, let us know. We can help too. We may not be there yet, but we still can help. Come. That's what we're here for. The one thing I want my neighbors to know, that we're no different from them. We just made wrong choices. There's always room to get better. We just want to be treated like how everybody else want to be treated, with respect. At least give us that much. Well, what I want my neighbors to know that, first of all, education is very important. Yeah, not only just for my kids, even for my younger youths and my younger adults who's getting their GEDs and high school equivalent. It's very important. If we have to stand with you, we'll stand with you. If we have to shadow you in school, we do that also. I do have an expectations for our kids in our grade that they bring home to me, and they need to meet that requirement, or they get privilege that is taken away from them, their tablets, their phones, because it's a privilege. It's not a necessity for me. Second, I hope we can be good neighbors at all time. We like be treated the way you are treated, with respect. Even if we're not given the respect, you can still get the respect. We will build the relationship with both communities. Yeah, and I hate to say both communities. As long as we live under the 96792, we one community, not two. The one thing I am proud about this community, Pu'uhonua Wai'anae, that we do so well each month, third Saturday of each month, we'll continue to go out and feed the houseless community out there island-wide. I have one leader here, Moki Hokuana, and she prepares everything from clothing to hygiene, from hygiene to lunch. And we go out there with our papers and we ask questions like, what would you like to see happen? What agency you guys need to see and that we need to build, and how can we help you? Those kind of information and data that is collected around the island makes it a little bit more easy that when we start to go places and meet certain people, how can we get this kind of help? And that's something that they really don't understand, until we bring it to the table. So that's the one thing we continue to do, not just for Pu'uhonua or Wai'anae itself. So when we go out there, we present and we represent, again, 96792. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to share, to come back and respond. That was the things that has been said about us and the accusations that has been made. If ever you feel you need to come and talk, or you need to know any answers, don't ever hesitate, come and see me. Or you can either hit me up on my email on twinkleborge at gmail.com. Or if you do have a Facebook, you can also hit me up on top of that, Twinks Borge on Facebook. I'll respond. If you have any questions, like I said, just come. Come and be yourself. Come and sit down with me and just say, "Hey, Mama's home." Everybody gonna know who you're talking about when you ask for Mamas. So I invite you guys to come. We can do a tour if you like, or you can come and just be yourself.